And we are live. Hi, just another avatar.
Hi, just another avatar.
Hey,
How was your week?
how is everyone's week?
Yeah.
How are you all?
Hey, blessed.
Hey,
Well, Lilo, before we start,
yeah,
because I'm sure more of us will be here.
we'll let more people come in. How's
Yeah.
everyone's week? Have you got your things ready, blessed?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Juliana.
Hey, Juliana.
No pressure, but
Yeah, I mean,
if
it's
you've got
whenever you're ready.
if you got your bits ready to share with everybody,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
just hi Kennedy.
Hey, Kennedy.
Why do I feel like I'm hangpan now today?
Sunday, anyway. It's Sunday, like you don't.
Do you know? And because it's mirrored, I can't fix it. I'm not going to bloody fix it. It is what it is today. I've had an eventful week. How's everyone else's week been going? Hi, Celine.
Hey,
Hiya. Can I get a bit of that tissue, please?
Yeah, sure. I got a minute. One here for you. There you go.
Thank you.
You know, it's the first time that I actually fixed the actual camera, and it's actually
The right way up.
the right way up. Yeah.
Well done, babe.
You see? Should like put a little sign on it.
Not yet. That's fine. That is
All
fine.
right. For next time, yeah.
There's
yeah,
no pressure.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's just that everyone's here waiting for you.
Yeah, looking forward to hear it and see it. It's wonderful. No
Yeah.
matter what it is, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a busy week. At the top of the week, I had a whole entire activation, which was a whole thing. It involved a purge, it involved everything.
Mm.
And then I don't know if you've seen my latest short, but my guides was spot on this week. My guides have been spot on.
Yeah. This is
They've been in dreams and everything for me.
it is pretty much how they communicate here.
Yeah.
We've got two rooms in which they use because it's the most
Used room of the house.
use room of the house, and they just use it. It's just the way it is.
Okay.
Sometimes when we're outside as well,
Yeah.
like
Like
that
lampposts
can
and stuff.
happen and stuff like that. So yeah.
Here, look.
Oh,
Thank you, babe.
thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, my love.
Thank you very much.
Just
That's
another
darling.
avatar.
There you go.
Thank you. I started my new job after waiting a month. It's great.
After my own heart, you're saying no idea why I'm up so early because you're in Los Angeles, but happy I made it. Yeah, we're happy you made it.
Happy you made
Yeah,
it.
it is awesome. You know what? Sometimes it's like it's a calling. You don't know why, but it's just the way it is. Maybe you need to hear something today. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I don't know.
Bonjour, Anthony. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Yeah, that's nice. Nice to hear some French.
Hi, we don't know.
Hi, we don't know.
Kennedy, I saw the recent video posted with the lights flickering and you, at your place. That happened a lot. Yeah, it does.
All the time. Do you know
does.
what we'll do? We'll do next time it happen again, whether it's you or me, we'll just record
it again.
Yeah, constantly. And
it usually happens when
yeah,
we ask something and we want confirmation on something, or we're talking about something and they think it's poignant, then they'll be like, yeah. They just chime in with their little communications. So yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. We love it. We're like, okay, more then. All right, then. See ya. And then usually about a couple of moments afterwards, they'll go,
yeah.
After my own heart.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. You already read that one. Hiya.
Yeah, pretty early for you guys.
Good. I'm happy you're excited to share it though. I'm blessed because we're excited to hear it.
Well, that's when you know you're in alignment, because it should be like you should feel that way. Well, should I don't like to use the word should, but it's an education while you're doing something online.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Um.
Oh, you've been drinking mugwort.
Oh.
Juliana. She's been drinking mugwort tea last week.
Okay. Okay. Definitely. Yeah. Brings vivid dreams. Is mugwort? Let me get this right. Is it Artemisia?
It's Artemisia.
Do you know what? When we used to do,
Vulgaria.
yeah, we've got some seed of that actually to
Yeah.
plant in the garden. Yeah, so we need to actually plant it because you can use it for other things as well. Apparently, like it's good for
Pain
your health.
relief,
Period.
like
Anti cancerous as well, and all that other stuff.
anti-inflammatories. It
Anti-inflammatory.
sounds
Yeah, it's
wonderful.
a wonderful plant. Yeah.
This is why I haven't got on it yet for the what's it called again? The Blue Lotus, is only because I'm still breastfeeding, and they were like, might not be a good idea if you're breastfeeding. And I was like, oh.
Do you know what? We actually figured something.
Oh.
That we actually realized that our son has a lot of dreams, and we realize that's when they transmute different lifetime and stuff like that, things they experienced. And we also know that we can see him at night just living his little body and just go off and do his own life. So I'm not sure he needs more of that.
I don't think he doesn't need everything. That's like 12D for him. He'll have this so real.
Yeah. The kids don't stay in their body at night. They just do the same thing we do. They just, you don't realize that when you do it because you convince yourself like you're only dreaming. But yeah.
Don't boil the water for your Blue Lotus. What would you advise then? Like, if you don't boil it, what do you do? Just like, do you boil the water, let the water cool a little bit, and then pour it over the flour? Let me know, because I am weaning him off. This will happen this year. Like, not. He's gonna be too soon. We don't know. Said I just watched a short.
Yeah, not the most subtle signs. Yeah, do you know what it
Yeah.
is? It has to see. Okay, it has to see with your frequency. So the more you acknowledge the signs, the more they become more like powerful, clear. And also it's a way to tell the universe that you want, to be. That's the way you want to communicate. So the more you acknowledge them, yeah, they ain't gonna be subtle after a while.
Juliana's saying it doesn't taste the best. I was gonna ask, do they even taste good? I am a bit like, I got a chamomile tea here, but I got to hit that up with honey. Like, what are we saying here? Like, where are we? Is it because it's bitter? I mean, I don't mind bitter, but like, I'm gonna put honey in it quick. Hi Laura.
Hi Laura.
Hi,
right to right. Yeah, greetings to you too. Thank you.
Grateful for you all being here. Really, it's so wonderful, and I know it's what fascinates me all the time is we're all in different time zones, but we're all here together, and that's wonderful.
So blessed, you're saying I was actually presented with opportunities to make money over the last week. Slow down what I want to show off here, but also make sure bills are handled. I took it as a great sign on
Yes,
I'm on track.
Yes, you are.
You know what it is you're in your abundance, so it's just plenty, like really. And
Oh,
even though it feels like it's a slowdown, sometimes what I've noticed, blessed, is your guides will specifically when you work with them, they'll bring stuff that slows you down, but for a good reason. So you end up to be faster at the end. And when you look back, you might be like, oh, that is what that happened.
But it's not a slowdown,
but
it's a right on time, because you
yeah.
never know who's going to tune in next week. It might be the person who, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything is so beautifully timed. So no. We're patiently waiting, and it's whenever you're ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's lovely to hear that you're in your abundance. I love that for you. I really do. I want that for everybody. I want that for all of us. That's really where we're going.
Yeah, Kennedy is saying whenever I get ringing in the ear, I'll be like, what just happened? Was that a sign? Yeah, absolutely. These things are all signs. Well, you just have to pay attention to what you're thinking at the time. That can help as well to give you a clear idea of what they're trying to tell you.
What did you just say? What were you thinking at the time? What did you just do? What was the feeling that you had? Because it's usually linked to that.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Just another avatar. I just recommend not putting it in while it's boiling. I understand, okay. Because it's not as effective. I think it tastes fine personally, but the boil ruins the alkaloids. I understand. All right, great. So it's one of those type of teas.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I understand. I
I
get
will
it.
be following. I'm
Yeah.
in California. That's wonderful. See, all over the gaff.
Absolutely.
Texas, California. Yeah. We're in Northeast England. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, where we at now? Film here. Good
Okay.
morning. So we don't know you.
Juliana.
You're
Okay.
saying good morning as well. Okay.
I put honey and lemon in the mugwort when drinking. It helps. Okay. For some reason, I enjoy smoking the Blue Lotus rather than drinking it, and it honestly tastes divine. Oh, that's nice. See,
Okay.
these are all things I have to look forward to. So I'm really like locked into this weaning off situation. But not forcefully because, things I don't like to rush the brush.
So when you say you enjoy smoking it, like what's it like when you smoke it? Do you get like
Do you smoke it like sage or do you smoke it like weed?
yeah,
Like,
that's what I
what are
want. I
we
want,
saying
want to figure
here?
out. And if you do, like, what? How does it feel like?
And does it taste nice when it's smoked? Like weed. Um, Good to know about the boiling. Yeah, thanks for that tip about the boiling. Because I know not all teas are supposed to be boiled. Some of them are supposed to just go in after, like you boil the water and then you infuse.
Hi, Stace.
Hi, Stace. Yeah. And our Ko-fi, we're doing our best to make it as available as possible. We're going to be adding PayPal and some other payments to it just to make it easier. Because I remember Mikey a couple of weeks ago, he had a issue with payments like not
Yeah.
going through, and I know not all of these companies are aligned with everybody around the world. So
Yeah.
depending on where you are, is what it is. But we don't run ads. We're not on AdSense. We just self-funded donations.
So yeah. So if you see an ad here, it's not us. This is
That's YouTube
YouTube
doing what they're
running. Yeah,
doing.
we're not getting nothing from it. Well, we choose not to put any ad.
But we just choose not to right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Juliana, yeah.
I saw a website that said Blue Lotus. That's what it's saying. Basically, concentrate, like wheat concentrate. But for Blue Lotus, was curious if you had seen this and tried it.
I did see, do you know what? I saw that as well. And I was wondering
Okay.
because
Wait
that's
up.
the drops.
Wait, it's just another avatar that's talking to Juliana and asking
Yeah.
Juliana. Yeah, Juliana, tell us if you know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You talking about the crystal labradorite?
Oh, that is
Magic
wonderful.
pipe. What's that? Is that
From ritual oils. Okay.
so can you explain what it is exactly?
Magic pipe.
Yeah.
Sounds like I need to use it.
Yeah, I
It
wanna
just Juliana, the way my mind works is the second you say magic, I need to know more. Okay.
yeah.
I gotta know more now. Like,
Yeah.
and I know labradorite's a crystal, so that is interesting.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
that's really interesting.
interesting.
I'll tell you as well. Today's episode, and it's 15:15 on the clock. Beautiful. Um, Today's episode we have another episode with King Cash, and we are talking everything crystals.
Yeah.
Like we went in about crystals, and it was literally just a part one. So yeah. Kennedy, can these specialties override the uses of weed? Ask him for a friend. Okay.
Oh, well.
I tend to, when I use teas or anything, especially chamomile for me actually works with recall as well. Um and it works for just relaxing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it overrides. I don't know about that. I haven't tried to let it override. I generally, if I am gonna smoke any weed, I generally don't even count what experiences I have, like dreams or anything like that. I don't really look into them because I'm like, I didn't want anything to be like, I'll question it. I just know me.
Yeah.
I'll question myself. I'll be like, was that real? Did we do that? Is that real? So I don't even bother. But
So
if you see straight on it, mind you, it depends on the weed. But if you see straight on it, then do your thing.
Bless you saying, yeah, that's a great point. You're telling me basically that your guide are holding your life map and see the next 10 steps to your path when all you see is one, two ahead. Yeah, you have to know they've got your back for knowing. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what's funny? You can actually increase um, like your vision in terms of seeing ahead and know what to do the more you use your intuition. So because you're in constant communion with your guides, so it's just that whether you acknowledge it or not. So the more you acknowledge it, the more you begin to see ahead, really, even though nothing is fully written in terms of well, it is written and not at the same time. So
Yeah.
it's malleable. You can, you still have the power of choosing for yourself. Yeah, a certain outcome. But
Then
yeah,
that's the more
just
signs they give you as well.
yeah.
It's like,
Mm.
oh yeah, every time they give me signs, I'm like, oh, I'm grateful for that. Thanks.
Yeah, show you
And then they give you
gratitude.
more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just tell, and even the these all big mechanics, the universe, the way it works, it's gratitude based as well. So the more grateful you are for something,
The more they'll give it to
the
you.
more they give it to you, the more it facilitate this to take place.
It's like you had a great week.
Yeah,
You say, oh, you know what? This week was great. More like this.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. We don't know. No way, I'm so excited. Yeah, like that was a mixed bag, and I'm always very mindful of uh, what we talk about with our guests, because at the same time I know that a lot of us do OBEs, and I know that a lot of us experience those things, but at the same time, when it comes to navigating this realm, it our awareness, our consciousness, and our relationship with the world around us is so vast that there's so much more subjects to cover. So I try to make sure that, I mean, we're always like
Yeah.
tuning into
Mm.
like,
Yeah, absolutely.
who can we talk to? Like, this is important. It's like there's a lady we want to get on, and she specializes in all things leprechaun, dragon, fairy. She is like way tuned in. Like, uh,
I think it's kind of a bit even more than this. She sees them.
yeah,
Like
she sees them full blown, like
yeah.
in body.
Mm.
She sees them. She communicates with them. Like this is for me. It's fascinating. I've communicated with them, but it's never been like I've never seen them walking around. Like that's never what I've seen personally walking around. But I've definitely had communication. But her communication is like fully tapped in, which is lovely.
Yeah, it's
And I'm
about
fascinated by her
yeah.
stories. So
Mm. Yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of we're trying to get a bunch of people to share their experiences. And sometimes it may not feel at time that spiritual in the sense of talking about the other side, but about certain things, that knowledge that's hidden here that you guys need to know. Can give you an example of how to source electricity, not the way that we are, they're selling us this electricity, but from the earth directly, or trees. All of these things are real. There's people out there, they're doing this for a living. They know how to source these things.
yeah.
It's the information that give you a new perception on the world around you and your environment. Because then when you begin to know who you are here as well, it helps for your expansion. So yeah, different things we're gonna do and expand on.
So Juliana's saying that it's straight up out of pure labradorite. Oh wow.
Wow.
That must
Okay.
be beautiful. I can imagine it. Okay. The company sells the dried flowers to smoke and the oils for your skin.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That sounds fun. I actually know that that's like a perfect gift to give someone I know. Okay. Um,
Yeah, I see what just another avatar is saying to Kennedy. If you use the weed for sleep, then yes, the teas can be used to help with sleep and dreams. Yeah, because it's also known, but it might not be for everyone. But a lot of people are saying, you know what, when I smoke weed, I find it difficult to do dream recall. So lucidity can lower for some people. I'm not saying it's for everyone, and it depends probably what weed you actually use. But if you then take the teas, it makes total sense. Just another avatar. It will help you be in a relaxed state, but then maintain that lucidity. So actually, I can see what that would work.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I started Julie Anderson, I started smoking blue lotus in place of weed. All right. Okay. Does it taste nice when you smoke it? Like, all right. Um
So Stacey saying you've been wanting to know more about crystals. Yeah, that episode's going to be for you. We talk
and
quite a lot about
it's
crystals and
it's
that.
funny because today I was drawn to get my moon crystal here today. I just knew that it had to be present today. So, and I'm wearing moon crystal as well. Yeah, I've got my little bracelet on today.
Yeah,
This is
constantly wearing crystals and that. It's just,
yeah. I do
I'm
enjoy
sure.
them.
Yeah,
I enjoy them. That's what it is. That's what any of this is what it comes down to, guys. Like from the teas to whether you're using the oils or the candles or the crystals or whatever it is,
yeah,
cards, pendulums. It's if you enjoy them
yeah,
because that's where you're going to be able to tap in.
yeah. I'm gonna show you one, guys. That one's my favorite one. This one is lapis lazuli. So this is what the Egyptian used to use. So if you want to get an OB or dream, have a like get into a lucid dream and get to get into knowledge and certain hidden knowledge or ancient knowledge, this is good for that. So
Yeah, it
you
is.
keep it with you when you travel.
Yeah, it is. I
This
don't
is
actually like. I don't enjoy using it because of how powerful it is
yeah,
for
it's
me.
really really good. And if you put the intention for that purpose, because even though you get crystals, but you got to put that energy into it as well, like the intention and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. So Anthony, okay, I always hear that we are in contact with our guides, but I seem to be having connection errors with mine. Okay, how do I open myself to contact? Okay. Um what I started doing was firstly acknowledging that they're there. Say, I know you're there. Let's find a way to connect. And then you realize that it's for you to tell them what way you would prefer to connect. So I don't know if you're into numerology or whether you are somebody who's like, you know what, whenever I'm going through something, play a song for me. Because I do many, but you're going to have your own. So you could say, play a song for me. And maybe you're having a day where you're like, oh, you know what, I don't even want to go work today. And then you get up and the first song on the radio, just as you switch it on without you tuning into anything, is like a lovely day. That's your guides telling you something. And then 9 times out of 10, they are gonna be they're gonna be of the frequency of support. That's the whole agreement between you and your guides. I'm gonna go play this game, yeah. I ain't gonna remember shit. You're gonna help me, yeah. And they're like, sure. But part of the game is we can only help you if you ask for our help. We can only help you if it's going to be so thrown off of your path that we're going to need to get you back on it. So unless those two moments come up, we're going to kind of sit back. So if you want them to step forward, it's literally making the point to command that. Yeah,
I
come
was,
on that.
I was going to add another thing as well on top of that, what Shem just said. I think as well, it's about getting to know yourself. So, because what happens sometimes, you can also like front run certain signs and or misinterpret certain signs, or think that this is a sign and it's not, when it's not a sign. And I'm referring to you about the errors, you say connection errors and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is, the more you get to learn how to get into your intuitions and shift frequencies, which is what we were doing. It's past now, but we're doing a class about the ability to alchemize and to transmute as well. And then when you learn how to do that and master that, you then begin to expand your consciousness, and you're able to notice signs you were not able to do before. And what it is that all the information is already here. Okay, as above, so below. It's here. It's here. So when there's signs presenting itself, they already exist. They already it's been decided between you and your guides at what point in time over here where you're going to get this sign and whatnot. It's just a matter of you being able to expand. And the more you expand, that's also how the universe works. The expansion is really important, because the more you expand, the more you get of that in which you're expanding about. So if you start working on that aspect and start understanding consciousness, understanding what really is going on, and be more sensitive to these signs, it will strengthen. And that's really what it is. So these errors you gain is just indication that you're like, it's not, there's something not really, I'm realizing something here. It's just you'll begin to notice that, okay, there's something here. So work on that, like trying to get into your intuitions and feel in your heart space, and that is what it is. And trust as well, because you guides are operating in high frequencies. So every time you lower your frequency, it's more difficult to communicate. So you got to kind of meet in the middle as well. So the more stable you are, the easier the signs are to notice or come to you. That's what I would say.
Yeah, and what I would say as well is about what Omondi's saying about the expanding your awareness. It's like before you start having your license to drive, yeah, everybody can see a road sign, and I could point at any road sign and I could say to you, do you see that sign? And we could all say, yes, I see that sign. But only a few can read what it is and know what it means. You see what I'm saying? So it's very possible that you've been sent signs. You're just not reading them as that. And that's all that shift is. So it's not that you're not getting them. You're getting them. Your connection's fine. It's just you're not reading them as that. If that makes sense. Just another avatar. Can I share the link for this? Yeah, share it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people want to know. So yeah, share it.
I'm gonna say something, guys.
Share the link.
You can share the links from other places and for products, and that we are fine with that. We, like we say, we are self-funding, so we are based off of donations, because we are going to let people share stuff and things like that. So what we only ask in return, you do not have to do a donation, but press like, share this content. So it's really cool, share, because we really want the community to get access to these things. And like we explained earlier, it's about frequency. So to help other people, they may not be the frequency of that product you're going to introduce to them today. It's important to share. Yeah, just make sure you push that channel. You just press like and subscribe for the one on subscribed as well.
Yeah, and what I would say as well, especially like Juliana, she's tried certain products, and if they work for her and she likes the company and she's like, you know what, they're up to now they're legit, then sure, share it with a community.
Yeah, like absolutely, 100% share. Yeah, that's really, really important.
Yeah. Blessed. Oh yeah, I don't know if you two looked into old world history, but electricity was just harvested from the ether in that time. Yep.
Absolutely.
Rods on yeah, old buildings. were for that purpose. That's really fascinating. It's really fascinating. Yes, and this is the thing.
During the Tartarian times, and
Exactly. I, I know that there'll be a return back to those times. Cold cold electricity instead of the hot one we're going through now. Because it's free, peeps. It always has been.
Yeah, it is, and it's what the work of Nikola Tesla is about as well, which we'll get a couple of people as soon as we can on the show to talk about this.
Yeah, if you're not interested in those type of stuff as well, because there's someone I'm trying to get on who speaks about old world as well, and Titeria and all of that stuff, and I'm so excited. I'd love to have him on. So I'm becoming the frequency match of him right now, so we could get him on and have a wonderful conversation, isn't it, babe?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, it does sound nutty if someone's not ready to check it out, but this is what we do, isn't it? We're bag of nuts here, so we just stay ready is what I'm saying to people. Like, next week, you don't know who we're interviewing. Okay, where do you buy your crystals? I like to buy my crystals from a gang of places. Usually, I'll go on Etsy, and if it is on Etsy, I'll make sure that they have really great reviews and source their crystals from the place I know those crystals are appear naturally. So like if certain crystals come from Iceland or if they are from, you know, India or wherever they are, I will usually go for those places. But you kind of have to feel it out sometimes.
Use your intuition. Yeah.
Use your intuition. If it feels a bit off, then don't go there and go somewhere else.
Yeah. Just another avatar. You're saying no power lines. They could transmit the electricity in the air. Yeah, air. But another thing, ground, in the ground, directly from the ground, from the tree. So the electricity comes through the roots of the tree, and trees generate an enormous amount of electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So both. Yeah. This is
this is interesting, right? Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary. Good to see you here.
Good to see you. Yeah, my thoughts on the telepathy tapes. This is something that I've known about for ages, but it's been such a touchy subject. And the reason it's been touchy is because I imagine I'm the hippy dippy one of my friends, yeah? And I'm the one that dropped out of university, yeah? So me coming and saying, oh, you see your child who's autistic, it's because they're really telepathic, or it's because they're actually tuned in and tapped into another form of communication, doesn't quite hit home the same. And because of that, I was so welcoming that somebody who had all these titles that people give permission slips to actually speak on this were willing to cover this subject. And it's about time is how I feel about it. It's about time. It's something I've known for ages. It's something that my grandmother used to work with autistic children. Before we even used to use the word autism, she was working with children and adults and young adults. And she always just told me, yeah, no, don't. These people here, they know this, they know that, and I was like, okay. So I've always grown up with that, knowing that no, those people are tapped into something else. They don't require the same communication skills as us because they see the world differently. They have a whole nother perception of the world, and their insight is valuable. So now that people are acknowledging that, I think that it's wonderful. If those are the telepathy tapes you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's supposed to be a standard. It's supposed to be languages or an inferior means of communication. So in order to separate and divide and stuff like that, so we can play the game of duality. So what it is mystical schools and energetic based school used to exist where people used to go to these schools in order to expand their abilities and stuff like that. And now it's kind of coming back, really, or at least we acknowledge the fact that there's a real thing there, but it's been there for a long, long time, longer than we even can imagine sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Okay. What did you guys think of the telepathy tapes? Juliana. Okay. It's been it has a subtle sweet taste. The aroma it brings is a beautiful thing. The smoke is thinner, if that makes any sense. So it's easier on the throat. Oh, wonderful, because I have of late now been getting my album together. Like finally I've been putting together some time, like carving aside some time and really just locking in. So I'm not really looking to, though I was gonna drink it. But I like the idea of it being easier on the throat. Because if ever I choose to smoke it, then I know that it's an available thing for me to do without thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to sound like tomorrow? Okay.
So blessed, you're saying we are missing the high. One can make themselves feel sort of high via meditation. More with practice, there are Eastern guru types who are absolutely blasted on their own bodies. DMT, the DMT release through breath work. Yeah.
Remember you thought I was high the other day, and I was like, no, I just tapped into the frequency.
Yeah,
of it.
you okay. Hey, well, hang on. Who
That's blessed.
where Gary, you were talking about
Gary was talking about the
telepathy. So this is what happened. Me and Shem went for a walk one evening, and then and I saw her smiling and emitting sort of a frequency, and I felt that she wanted to experience the feeling of being on weed, and then she didn't tell me anything, and then she kissed me, and then we went out for a walk, and then maybe 2-3 minutes later, she's saying to me, oh, I was thinking, the great time I had, smoking weed. And I was like, were you thinking about that just as we left the house? She said to me, yes. Well, it's funny because I actually pick up on that, because I said to her, you kissed me like you felt like because I know when she's on weed, she kissed me differently. Like there's another feeling about it. It's a bit different.
Yeah.
But I was able to telepathically receive it. But she also told me that all she did is revisiting. She was revisiting that feeling. So you can literally
through meditation,
through meditation, these feelings and it literally changes your DNA, your physical appearance, because I noticed
my eyes
it
was low as fuck, weren't they?
Yeah. So you it's like you were high, and then and then I was like, wow, because that's the first thing I thought. So this is true.
100%
true. So yeah,
100% blessed.
Yeah. And then just another avatar say blessed dito 100%.
Yeah, it's true. It does make sense. It does. It's a real thing. And whether or not, and the thing is, my relationship with weed is this, like I enjoy it. So like if I do, then I enjoy it and I keep it moving. Like it's not, I don't need it. I enjoy it sometimes. That's it. It's a journey. It's part of the journey. It's part of my experience, and that's that.
Juliana, you saying as well, for me, I ask for help, then I'm constantly looking and waiting for signs. I've been trying to remember to take a step back and let things play out as they will. It's been a struggle though. Yeah. Do you know what, Juliana? Here's the thing. You're programmed here, but it is not. It doesn't. You don't have to see it as being nefarious or anything like that. We choose to come here and to experience this game of duality and this forgetfulness as well, because then we can have a genuine experience. But then what that means is like you're like a baby. It means you need to then regain abilities and learn it again, so to speak. More so remember, but let's say for the comparison with the baby learning the first step and that, So that's all it is. So it's about a remembrance. And then when you begin to do that, this will become easier. But the first thing you have to do, and that's why they say when you have children, you have to foster trust, like them not doubting themselves. You want them to trust themselves. That's really important. So you got to treat yourself that way as well. So yeah, so then this can improve as well. So you have to remember basically how we work, like what we are, and the more you remember that, the more you have an understanding how this whole thing work.
I know it can be frustrating, especially if you ask a question, but what I find works, instead of asking a question sometimes, is feeling into the thing that I want. So instead of saying, for example, it was like the funny thing is the confirmation was around the readings, about the intuitive guidance readings that I'm going to do. And I'd made the decision and I started feeling into what it's going to be and what it is that I intend to do and how I intend to do it, and how many different souls I intend to help and connect with. And as soon as I started feeling into that, rather than asking, should I or should I not, give me a yes and no, it was more get into the feeling of that which you want. And then it's like, okay, confirm this for me when you're ready, yeah? And then as soon as I'd been thinking about it, and it actually brought a smile to my face, and then 5 minutes afterwards, I just turned the light on, and then that was it. It started flashing. I said, hang on a minute. Is that you guys? And I switched off the light and I switched it back on and it was still flashing. I said, okay, it's you guys. And that's why I started recording, because I was like, okay, guys, I'm just going to show you how this confirmation thing works. And it could be 5 minutes. It could be 5 hours, but I didn't expect too much, and I was excited in the moment and I just let it happen. And it's more that than waiting for an answer. It's subtle, but it's very clear when it comes. I hope I'm being clear.
Yeah, do you know what? I do resonate with what you just said. You're not asking permission. You're not asking, should I do this? Yes or no? Or, because you're commanding. You potentially can do most of the thing you desire. That's how these places work. Now, because of the doubt, we end up to make all these wishes and then kind of work against it, so to speak,
by second guessing ourselves.
By second guessing ourselves, because we have this inherent habit to want to have to know about the timing of these things and not be in line with the divine timing, which is perfect when he arrives. And this reality, it's not immediate all the time. It has a delay. So this the acceptance of that being the truth. And the more you accept this, and the more you are all vibrating in certain frequency, which is the gratitude one of the best to start with. So begin to be in your gratitude, then these things begin to happen, and you can see clearer signs. So
yeah, absolutely. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, hope you had a great week. Then we've got just another avatar saying Caesar Pagan said it best on your last pod with him. Within the construct, something can't come from nothing. Everything that we think up has come from an experience through us or another person. Yeah, everything new is only old. And if you thought about it, it's usually because it's already happened on a timeline and you're remembering that timeline. If that makes sense. As what I would say is challenge yourself in not thinking so linear when it comes to time. If you look at it as an ice cream cone, that all things are like happening right now, and you are the bottom chocolate bit of the cone. That little bit at the bottom. Well, I
Yeah.
like chocolate in my one, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's all happening. So when you get when you get an idea, we see it as, oh, I just thought of an idea. It's a memory that's just been given back to you at like a download, and it just enters.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm
And
making any sense, go on.
it makes total sense what you're saying, Shem.
Okay.
Really does, because think about it. Every time you have an idea to say do something or create something, that's why you have to go ahead and do it when it feels, you feel it in your heart. Simply because there is somebody out there somewhere that's ready to receive that idea. Sometimes even they ask for it, and now you start thinking of doing it.
It's a request,
It's
and
a
you're
request.
answering a request.
Yeah. So because we are connected, it's the mass consciousness. It means what it means. So the more if this is the thing, if most of us are thinking things are impossible, then guess what? The reality will be like, yeah, this is impossible. Say for instance, impossible to go through walls. But if theoretically everything has its own vibration, if you match this vibration, and Stephanie, our movies can show it, whether the flash or stuff like that, you vibrate to a certain frequency of whatever the element is, you could theoretically go for it because you're a match. So it's just to say that follow what your intuition's saying and how you feel in your heart and stuff like that, because it's really, really important. Trust me, it's someone out there is asking for it.
Yeah, and you've just picked up on their request, and you got the ding, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
that's a good idea. Or it's like a eureka moment.
Yeah.
It's you just tapped into someone's request, and you're like, oh, I could do that. Yeah. You are a frequency match to the request. Everything you put out is because someone else has already ordered it. So don't worry, like, oh my gosh, who's gonna like my artwork? Someone already ordered it. That's why you did it in the first place.
Now you just have to find each other.
That's
so
it.
You have to remain that frequency so that you don't vibrate out of it.
That's all it is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, so just another avatar. It makes Paul Bunyan, US legend, and Merlin that much more real. Dragons, giants, and wizards alike. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is and I know people are asking, and there's a lot of talk around disclosure lately, inside and outside the community, and it's going to look different for some people, but then for others, it's, do you know what it is? It's we think we know what it is before it's happened. And we've been told that it's going to be one thing, not that it's going to be all things. And these are things that we've presented themselves in our lives before, but maybe they've been presented as fiction. And we're just about to find out that they're not.
Yeah.
That's it. Plain and simple. Hey, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Hiya. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Tesla. Looking into him. This is Juliana. Looking into him helped me tie so many things together about what really is being hidden from us. Absolutely.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff that, being hidden. Even though when we say hidden, we have to understand that it's so in plain sight. We're just too blind to see it at the moment. So the more we expand our frequency, we'll begin to see them. But it's deliberately that way. It's being made that way to keep you blind, really. That's so it is hidden and it's not. That's what's funny. And I do use that term as well, Julian. I say hidden as well, but I'm remaining conscious that it is actually me being blind to it.
Yeah. Or you just taking the belief that something's fiction, so you don't give it a second thought. But now it's like when you see a film once. I think it was just another avatar said it to me today about Interstellar. And it's like you could watch Interstellar for the first time and then you could go back and watch it like tomorrow and you'd be like, yo, I know it's so much different things in there. So
it's like that.
it's that. After my own heart, I would love to hear how you go about becoming a frequency match for whatever it is that you want to call in. Oh, okay. All right. So let's have an example then. There was a couple of stuff that I wanted to sell. I didn't want to give them away to charity because they were still so good, and I felt like, no, I want this to go to a really nice home. So we have something here that you could just, sell a couple of things. You don't do it for anything expensive, but it's like a thrift store, but like an independent thrift store, like exchange type of thing. And I just put out the request that I have this wonderful dress that I would love for somebody to have. And if anyone would like it, then meet me here. And then I imagined the person seeing it, liking it. And then I got into the frequency of me wrapping it, putting a thank you on it, and sending it out. See, that's my intention. And that was where I held my frequency. That alongside the fact that I went out and then I walked the path. So I joined the app. I put the dress up. I then, before selling the dress, went and bought the wrapping paper that I'd envisioned. I went and bought all the notes and handwritten notes of thank you before I'd even sold anything and had them ready. And within a week, everything I wanted to sell was sold. And they ended up going to lovely homes and the people were happy and they all left comments saying, how lovely it was wrapped and how thankful they are. And then I thanked them and then we went our own separate ways. It's that. You want the big house, become the big house. Walk through it already. How are you going to feel inside when you're walking through it? How are you going to feel inside when you get the keys in your hand and you're opening it on a Tuesday morning? How are you going to feel when you sit down and you have a coffee there, or, or you use the garden, or whatever it is you envision? Put yourself in the frequency that you already have it. How are you going to feel once you already have it? And revisit it constantly.
So I see three perspectives. The Shem's perspective, and it's 100% true. Bless saying something very similar. In response to After My Own Heart, you saying that one of the best ways I've heard it put it is to live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So I mean, it's already happened. Imagine how you how you would feel be if what you wish to bring into your life was already true.
Basically, yeah. All right. Blessed.
And now I'm going to give you just one insight. Yeah. Think about it this way, and I like to do that a lot. Is to take a minute, to calm myself down, and look around me and see where I am truly. Think about it. Time is an illusion. Yeah. So what does it mean? It means that everything's already there. The holiday you just experienced, it was already there before you even wanted to experience it. So if that's so, it means that everything is possible. So you just have to live in the now and be the frequency. So what that means is that every time you desire some things, it already exists. And I realize the more I get with the awareness, the notion, or I expand my consciousness with the idea that this is how it works, that's mean I integrate the reality, the true reality of where I am. And I realized that when I was trying to effort so much and do so much stuff, and I was like, well, I don't understand why I'm not getting result. There is something there. And I used to hear, affirmations and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I'm doing this affirmation, nothing changes, because there's some things I didn't understand. is the fact that it's like thought plus feelings. Doesn't matter if you say this text over and over again, you read it all the time, but if you don't feel it, like it's already there, it won't manifest. And also momentum. So even if you do all of that, like Shem said, as much as you can revisit that feelings, do it. So you create a momentum. But understanding where you are, how these things work, is the key. To at least to sustain it. Because even if I tell you one thing, it's like giving you a formula, you apply it, it works temporarily, but you realize, well, it doesn't work on that. So it's why they hide things from you, so to speak. And again, hide is the big word, because the truth is why they're keeping you blind to how this reality is. So you can remain in the doubt, in the fear, or maybe not being able to achieve the things you truly desire. So that's what I would say.
Well, okay then.
But okay then.
Yeah, Blessed is out here dropping gems on a weekly
absolutely,
basis.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get that together. Okay. He's out here. Full assumption you're a man. I just always I was like, hang on a minute, Bless could be a woman out here, and I'm always saying him, but I just no, you're a man. I don't know. It's masculine energy. It's just all I was envisioning. Anyhow, just another avatar. Okay. Hey, also for the Blue Lotus. So for the Blue Lotus, I would advise not making it a daily thing. For me, I get tolerant very quick.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So when I use with intention, the dreams guaranteed. Okay. But after a while, like any substance or supplement, can lose its edge.
Yeah. Thank you. Just another avatar.
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah, you're getting used to it.
And just like weeds, you pick up a 5 one day and you're like, and then before you know it, you're like on flipping Q a day. You're like, Jesus, this isn't enough for me.
Is it fair to say no attachment?
Basically, no attachments. Very good.
So Gary, you're saying it is my belief that we can
have I got
cast love from memory input in real time as present output, like in Harry Potter, the Patronus spell.
It is literally that. It's like and then when you get your little doubts, you're like Expelliarmus out here. Straight up. Yeah, Gary, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I like the example as well. So this is nice. Love Harry Potter.
Yeah, I love us too, Gary. Honestly, this is a vibe.
Yeah, man.
It's a vibe.
That's a vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, it is a beautiful group of souls. And now, Juliana, do you know what I can't get out of my head? I can't get out of my head the labradorite pipe. I'm telling you, that is going to be my next Google search. Chat about, like, I'm on it. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, seriously, it's just another avatar. It's kind of becoming a little family in here.
It is.
That's what it is about, man.
Well, we asked for it, didn't we? We said, I want to find my soul family, and I want to have like-minded people I could talk to. And here we are every Sunday. I did not plan for this, by the way, guys. And had I stayed in my logical mind, it would have been a hell no in caps. But then I guess that's why I know Omondi, because he talked me into it, and he was like, well, give it a try and see what happens.
See how you feel, yeah.
And up to now, it feels good, guys.
Hi, Aga.
Hi, Aga.
Blessed, you say, regarding time events, I've had so many moments of deja vu throughout my life. There is truly nothing new under the sun. LOL. Yeah, absolutely. You just tapping a deja vu. My opinion is you just tapping in different timeline, potential timeline. Which, especially when you're having an OBE, that's what you can do. You can just literally do that. You do it through dream state. You just don't like validate as such, but we have this ability constantly. It's just that during your waking life, you just more, you kind of master that, I guess. This is why you're having so many.
Yeah. You're just remembering what you already seen.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be like, oh my God, stop everybody, deja vu. But now my fun thing to do is to see how deeply it plays out. So I don't speak about it until the deja vu is completely ended. And 9 times out of 10, like, I could go like a good 10 minutes into the deja vu now. I'm like, yep. And then you're going to say this. Yep. And then he's going to do that. It's fun.
Yeah. And I'm going to add as well one thing as well. There's the deja vu, but there's also when when you have a bad feelings or good feelings, that's what it is. You just not visualizing, but you're tapping into these timelines. This put the potentiality of you maybe getting into sort of you winning the lottery. Let's say, let's do just to remain positive. That is what it is. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So Jay saying, I still believe that half in and half outside this world. I believe that I arrived in the wrong family from birth. Okay. And I've always wanted to go back home since I've arrived on this earth. Interesting. You're starseed. I don't know what else to say to you. You're out here, full-blown memory of your family and your abilities back home, and you're just like, yo.
So many of us
felt like that. Which I don't know if any of else of you have done this, but I'm telling you, at 5 years old, I packed my bag. I had a little rucksack, and I packed my bag, an apple because I needed to eat, and my glowworm because I needed a friend there. So smart. And one book because I knew I didn't have electricity wherever I was going, and I was out. And then my dad came to the door as I was leaving, and he was like, oh, where are you going? And I was like, upstairs. And then that was the end of that. I put that on pause for another 10 years. And then at 17, I was out. So and I used to be like the wrong family, but now I see the things that I've experienced with my family, as much as the events haven't all been like what could be perceived as positive, they were so expansive to my journey and to the things that I've come to know are true for myself. And
So I think what it is many of us have chosen this. We design this, parkour to the T.
Obstacle course.
To a T.
You're saying parkour.
It's
obstacle course.
Obstacle. Sorry, bear in mind I'm French, so I still say French words now and again.
I know. Maybe that's good.
Obstacle course. Sorry, guys. We designed that in details. The hardest part for me was like I had to begin not hating what I was saying and loving what I was saying. And when I understood we all as a soul have this agreement to come here and play this role, I understood that these people, look how much love they have to have as a soul to go that deep in the badness, so to speak, to decide I'm gonna play this role this lifetime.
Yeah.
And I had to begin. That's what helped me to forgive, because I was like, so if we all sat down and say, I'm playing this role, you playing this role, so I can get this genuine experience, that is extremely loving. And I'm talking about from a soul perspective. I'm not saying you have to love the avatar right now, that offended you.
You can still love them, but it doesn't mean you have to fuck with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, you're saying better with better word than I can.
Very eloquent.
Very eloquently. But I'm just saying that's what I found out was challenging for me. But then once I understood and I realized why it was important for everything in my life to understand who I am and know the truth about this construct, this realm one, and what's hidden and what's the truthful thing, because I'm like, that changes everything. So I don't look at them the same way as well when I pick that. So I thought I wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah.
But it was very challenging for me for a long time. And then I realized, you know what? Now I know what I know. Okay.
I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a soul level, thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Um, yeah.
So just another avatar. Did we miss someone there?
Nope. Yeah, we did,
Uh,
Gary.
okay, we say sometimes I remember we are all the same, and it warms my heart because we are so cool. That's lovely. Lovely things to
Okay,
say.
no, I have
Oh,
got a
what? No, no,
blast.
no, no. Wait, what have you done?
I've Shem's gone rogue.
You've gone wrong.
All right.
Oh, I bless you saying regarding time events. Now you've said that we already read that. Yeah, as your okay, Stacey saying as your guides told you about the end of the construct and the celebration.
No, you've
No,
skipped. Look at this one.
what?
Here.
And yes, so bless you say, and yes, if you feel, my apologies, if you feel compelled to do something, it's because there's already a desire for it out there in others. So go for it, make that order, LOM, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see the hot fire that Blessed is out here spitting for us every Sunday.
yeah, that's really, really, yeah,
I love it. I love it.
yeah,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely love that.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so Stace, has your guides told you about the end of the construct and the celebration?
Not personally for me, no.
No. They know better than to tell me, because I'll just start preparing out here. You know what I
But
mean? I'll be like,
but
what am I wearing? And
but I'm gonna tell you something, yeah.
they're like, she won't stay focused. She
No,
won't.
you be celebrating too much. Is that what it
I will start. I'll start
is?
from now.
Party.
I'll be like Juliana. I don't know where you are, but let's do location and let's make it. Let's do a whole bong thing and let's do Lotus and Weed all together. Let's go.
Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, in 2008, personally at Swana, I realized there was something wrong with the like what was going on,
Yeah.
and it had a lot to see with the financial crisis. And people were saying certain things, and I just couldn't get my head around it. I was like,
No.
I can't believe after all of these people are still saying this shit, literally.
We said, we're in the
And
twilight zone.
yeah, we're on the twilight zone, and I
Yeah.
was like, and I remember saying this is only a matter of time, but this is about to end. Whatever that is about to finish. And I remember that was 2008. And that's when me and Shem had a conversation then, and I say, do you know what? Wouldn't it be so nice if we could be our own banks, have some sort of like a system that allows you to just be in control of your own stuff, so people don't experience these things. And then maybe 2 years later, Bitcoin came out. I mean, it came in 2010, yeah, but 2 years later, and we started talking about, well, we want to get on that. I remember us saying that at the
Yeah.
time.
But then at the time, you needed the computer to be able to decrypt and blah blah blah. And be like, oh
Yeah, because
shit.
they were still mining it and stuff like that. But then we made another choice at the time and get involved in other things and didn't follow that intuition and stuff like that. So even though your guide can tell you these things, trust me when I say that here using your intuition, a lot of the things you're going to find out way before they happen.
Yeah.
And I remember saying this, and that feeling only grew from there, only grew.
Yeah.
And I was like certain, all of this, it won't matter. It will come a time, I don't know how, but it's gonna be over. And I was just and now look,
yeah.
it's crumbling.
All I know is if there's anything that you want to do, if there's anything you've always wanted to do, if there's anything that you've always felt like it would be lovely if, now would be the time to do it. And now would be the time to do it, because they haven't told me in certain terms it's going to end like this and it's going to but a lot of the messages I have been getting have been based around huge changes, huge shifts, huge eye openings, and huge, how can I say this without giving any hopium? Things that we can't fathom right now. things that we can't fathom right now is about to come our everyday reality because of the fact that it's our birthright. And because this forgetfulness has had us go so deep, and some of the manipulation has had us go so deep into this forgetfulness, we've forgotten who we are and where we came from and why we're even here, and our birthright. Just even in the game, our birthright, let alone where we really come from. So it's like, you can agree to play a game, but when the game gets hacked, what do you do?
Yeah.
And that's where we're at right now, type of thing.
Yeah. And
hope that makes sense.
and also, why your intuition, why your imagination. Your imagination is not something you make up and you just like, yes, you can be influenced by the mind and the programmation, stuff like that, but these are all tools. They are tools for you to use in order to get knowledge. And most of the thing I've said, I then begin to realize most of the thing I say is happen in a way, shape, or form. And I remember, and then I was wishing for something different than the banking system, the way it was, and stuff like that. And then you had the crypto presenting itself.
Yeah.
And at the time, I refused it.
Are you ready to tell the crypto story?
you can.
You opened your mouth and said Bitcoin.
No, but I'm just saying. Go
on, then breeze past it.
No. But all I'm trying to say, I was just trying to share out with the community that there are certain things you're going to feel. And I remember at the time we talked ourselves out of it, even though we knew better.
Even though we asked for it.
Even though we asked for it, but that comes back to what we say. So when someone desires something can get created. It could be by you.
Yeah. And that's why I'm doing my album right now.
So yeah, so Stace, to answer, my guy never told me anything about the construct and the celebrations. But what I would say to you is, do they need to? Because I wouldn't have done half of the work. I promise you, yeah. If I knew this, if they told me like black and white, like, hey, this is what it is. I mean, not have had the children I may not have had certain experiences. I would have talked myself out of it. And knowing me, I would have said, you know what? Wouldn't. I might have changed the course of things. That might have. So there's also a reason why.
Yeah.
And I know myself enough to know how I am, and I can be stubborn at times. So you're not gonna get me out of that, because I'll be like, oh. So that's why sometimes some of us won't experience certain things.
At times.
At times. But I am, though. At times. All the time.
All the time.
All the time. You're manifesting some things. Are you prepared for it?
But then that's what makes you. Do you know what though? That's what makes you strong-willed.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, okay.
That's what makes it. That's what makes you the same person who took certain steps when, like, if government bodies were trying to put pressure on us for certain things. I mean,
yes, absolutely no.
You weren't the one.
No, but the thing is, I've noticed as well. This is a lot to see with my intuition. Sometimes I do misinterpret it. That can happen, but it got me out of certain situation because I'm like, had it not be for the fact that I will feel something, and if it doesn't feel right, I'm like, absolutely not, and I won't deter from it. That's just the way it works for me.
But yeah. I guess that's you being locked into your intuition as well. That's why sometimes I'm like, if he's stuck with this, it's probably worth following. 100%. That's how you got me up on this live. And catch me if you can, and all this stuff, and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. I trust you. I trust your intuition. It's never failed you. It hasn't failed me. Like, lock in by all means.
But everyone got, and I trust your intuition as well, because I know when you tapped in. So
100%.
We'll just go. Yeah,
100%. Okay, so just another avatar. Darius and the gang are amazing. They have a really cool perspective on what's going on, and the idea of knowing from my experience is wrong. Okay, you don't have to have an OBE to know that people can have them. Yeah, if I understood what you're saying, then yes.
Yeah, just to clarify, we haven't taken those classes.
Yeah.
I've seen some of his content and stuff like that, but just to be clear,
Yeah.
but yeah, I understand.
And it
Just
does
another avatar. What
resonate.
you're saying, it does resonate. Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of his videos and stuff like that. And obviously, we are in contact with a lot of the people in his lessons. Obviously, Corey, Andre, a lot of them. And I know a lot of you guys may have taken this course as well, but I guess we're Darius adjacent in that term. But yeah.
Yeah.
And I do love some of the perspectives I see. Some of them really resonate with me, especially like I was saying, Lisa M. Harrison's perspective on a lot of things do resonate with me as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
She's pretty on point.
obviously, having
Yeah.
OBE myself and verifying some of the stuff that they've said, like for myself, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So right to
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah. Likewise, we feel the same way.
We feel the same way.
Gary, you're saying sometimes I remember we are all the same, and it warms in my heart because we are so cool.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you know
man.
what?
Yeah.
It's a loving place to be, and it's something I look forward to, you know. I'm like, ooh, 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 I'm gonna say this on the live. Ooh, I can't wait to ask whoever on the live. It's lovely.
Yeah, just another avatar. You see, yeah, my point. Any going through it thinking that they don't have contact with guides, or they're in the wrong life, or they made the wrong decision here. We are here for a reason, and we don't have to have. I'm going.
Have to have. I'm guessing.
Yeah, we'll get extravagant experiences, or in order to understand that.
Yeah.
The thing is, if I told you everything, you could be sure that a lot of us will just say, well, you know what, time to go home. I'm packing up my bag. I'm packing up my bag and I'm going, because this is the thing. We choosing to experience these things, but we don't necessarily remember. But then how are we going to feel once we leave this place? Because we're all going to leave this place. So what are you going to say to you? How are you going to feel? And because in the sake of avoiding karmic loops, there's certain things we came back here as well to resolve, to be like, okay, get over certain things. So it's not to just dismiss this, and because you're only gonna desire to do the same thing over and over again, because it's about experiencing what you choose to experience and integrate it.
And
So,
I know you use the word karmic loops just for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
But yeah, that feeling that, okay, this time I'm going to play the game right. Okay, this time I'm going to play the game right. It's like we're playing Tetris, basically. Yeah. And you're like, no, next time I'm going to get to level blah, blah, blah. And then before you know it, it's 4:00 in the morning. And then before you know it, it's 7:00 in the morning. You're like, shit, I've been at this game for a while now.
Yeah, exactly. It's true. It's true. It's true.
That
and then think about it. It's like having an ice cream and having on the cone you have got one side is say vanilla, the other one is chocolate, and you're like, well, I want to test what vanilla tastes like. Okay, and then and somewhat the chocolate drop on the floor and you don't get to test that. You're gonna be like, next time you've got a chance to come back, you're gonna make sure you taste that chocolate. But then that's your next time the chance to come back and the chocolate is here and you fumble the bag again. Guess you're gonna want to test that chocolate. So on the soul perspective, you're gonna want to have the full spectrum of these experiences. Yeah. And this is what's happening. That's why you see sometimes people coming back and they would be trying to be the good guy this time around, because they're like, I've done the bad guy thing, so you know what, let me be the good guy. I want to know what it feels like. Or the oppressed.
Yeah.
I want to know what it feels like to be oppressed by somebody, and somebody doing that to me.
Yeah. And you know what you're saying is so true. Just another avatar about not having to have an extravagant experience to be able to understand it. And a big reason why, guys, I only share probably about, and I was saying this to Corey yesterday, like I only share probably about 98% of my stories are my own. You get 2% of my stories or any of my experiences, because they're all personal to me. Some of them are, but because sometimes you by sharing stuff that may sound extravagant to someone who hasn't had that experience can sometimes lead to them just feeling like, wow, I'll never have that, or wow, I've got so much more growth to do before I become this, that, and the other. Like you have to reach some sort of monk level ascension, and you bloody don't.